Villanova's got all the forwards back this week. It's great to see Chuck Everson, and he's had such an impact on this Villanova community. As a player with the '85 team, he was a big part of their success. Toughness, depth on the bench, and a real character on the team that really kept everybody together. And all these years later, he's still the connector. He's the guy that stays in touch with everyone, stays in touch with the coaching staff here at Villanova, and he keeps the '85 team connected to Villanova forever.
It's hard to miss the biggest guy on the floor or in the room. And Chuck Everson's role for the 1985 team has gotten a lot bigger in the last 30 years.
He's our public relations director. He runs everything through me, and I'm so proud to say that he always said, unless you want it, Coach, we won't do it. And that goes back from when they were 17 years old.
We were family. I mean, we were together all, and we still are 30 years later. I mean, I talk to at least somebody from that team probably once a week. So where I'm in communications with everybody, I think, I don't necessarily think that we had the best players. We didn't have the best athletes, but we were the best team that night. I think the closeness and how everybody got involved and everybody did their share got us over the top.
But the celebration on the main line didn't extend to everyone, as Everson has found out in years of hearing people's 1985 stories.
The best one was, I worked for Sunoco, and we used to do this thing where we give out baseball cards for a fill-up. So they had Tug McGraw and Freddie Lynn at this thing, and they were teasing me. They were calling me Strike Zone for obvious reasons, you know, and Freddie wanted to find the bar to go have a drink, and Freddie's a Boston Red Sox. I'm a giant Yankee fan, and I relished the chance to talk to him. It's just me and him one-on-one, and he didn't want to talk baseball. He's a big, big basketball fan. He said, "Where did you play?" "You had to play." So I tell him, he goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "I was with Baltimore, and how much money I lost to Cal Ripken. Ripken had you guys, I had Georgetown."
Lynn probably didn't remember Chuck's signature moment in the championship game, or know about how that iconic Villanova story has now come full circle.
In 2002, Prez and I went to the All-Star game. The NBA All-Star game was here in Philadelphia. And we went over to the retired players' hotel. And nobody asked for credentials. They see a 7-footer with graying hair and they think I'm a retired player. So I literally walked into Reggie Williams and I spun him around. I said, "I'm ready now." And he started laughing and he gave me a big hug. And I said, "Prez, you have to take a photo." So I have a photo of me and Reggie shaking hands.
While that photo may be a collectible for Chuck, his time as a Wildcat is what brings him back. One of the many in a long line of Villanova players who flourished in Nova Nation and then reveled in coming back to the main line. It's a lineage that began a long time ago and continues to this day and beyond, thanks to today's head coach.
Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat is really, really true. And he's brought everybody back in the fold. You know, when he first started, when he first came here, I'm sitting with Paul Arizin at one of these things, and we're talking about the night that Wilt scored 100 points. Who gets to do that? It's so cool for me as a basketball fan to be able to talk to him about that. And he's brought everybody back in the fold, and we love Jay for that. It's cool when I come into a practice and all the guys know who I am. I don't even have to say anything, and I just go over and I can talk to Ryan and I can talk to Javon and I can talk to all these guys, and it's really great, you know, and they look up to us and we talk to them, and it's really cool, and it's been that way since Jay's been here.
What has changed in the last 30 years is the place Everson still calls home.
I just love to walk around campus and see all the changes and how cool it is that the whole campus has morphed into this beautiful, beautiful place. And brand new buildings all the time, the Davis Center and the Nursing Center and Bartley Cafeteria, all the changes that were made on campus. I just think it's so cool that they keep building and reinventing themselves and making it bigger and better.
Dante Cunningham, Chuck Everson, Villanova big guys that stay connected forever, and Daniel Chefu benefits from the legacy that those two left behind. A big show for the big guys at Villanova. That's going to do it for another edition of Inside Villanova Basketball. Until next time, I'm Jay Wright. Go Cats.
Inside Villanova Basketball with Jay Wright is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers, proud sponsors of Villanova Wildcats basketball. By the Villanova University Office of Conference Services, the main line to your next successful meeting or special program. By Plymouth Country Club. By Mainline Diagnostic Imaging, the Delaware Valley's leader in outpatient diagnostic imaging. By Pico, they put their energy into helping you save energy and money. And by UPS.